This section, we're going to discuss sublets and work orders. Before we go into the work orders, let's go over to the Home ribbon, and we're going to go to Setup. What you're going to find is in your service categories underneath Profit Centers, typically you're going to have a category called Sublet and Towing. So within this category, you will have maybe one or two or several jobs already here. So if we go look at Services, and we go to our Sublet category, you'll find you have various jobs in here. Now, typically a sublet repair or sublet job will be set up with a title, generic description, and then there's going to be a line item here. Now, this line item is actually a sublet line. It is not a material or a part line. It is not a labor line. So sublet just simply means I'm subcontracting out a job to somebody else. So let's go over to a work order and see how it looks. So when I go into my work orders, open up this one here, I need to add a sublet job to this work order. Now I have a couple options here. We're going to start with option one. Option one is to add a job from your category. So if I want to do a sublet repair, for example, add and close. Now in this one, if I want to just price it out before I actually have the job done, all I simply have to do is double click and open the line. I can enter a description, for example. Maybe I had to get a window replaced or something. And I can even put in a cost if I know what it's going to be. Let's say it's going to be $60. And how much do I want to sell it for? So I can set a total, or I can do it by margin here. So if I say, well, I want to make a 40% margin, there we go. That's going to be my selling price. So here, all I'm doing is pricing it out. I haven't actually had the job performed yet. Once the job is performed, I just simply open the line. I'm going to go to the Invoice tab, and then I'm going to receive in the invoice from the subletter or whoever did this job. So I'm going to go find them in my list of suppliers, and then I put in my invoice number. Select OK, and now it is completed. Now you don't necessarily have to actually use a job per se or a service package. You can actually go into any service package that's in here already that you have on a work order, click, right click, and add a standalone sublet line item to it. So you can do that here also. The difference is just the way it looks in the reporting. So if I do it by my category, from a category job, then it's just completely separating it out by category in the reporting, where here it will show it a sublet underneath the category where this battery came from, but it will be a true sublet. And again, you would just come in and enter your description, cost, sell. You can go in and just receive the invoice immediately here. You know, maybe I had to get a, I don't know, a battery adjustment or something, whatever you want to call it. That's not realistic. I'm just kind of making that up as I go here. Select my supplier, put in my invoice, and now I have a sublet in. And you see it'll go in and say, okay, how much is it? And I notice it's got a cost, but no sell. So then I just put in my margin here, maybe, or a total. Either way. So if I say, well, I want to do it for $15, there you go. But either way, it is a sublet. It is a true sublet in the system. It's just all in the way it's going to look in the reports. and that is Sublet.